It's the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Thank you so much for being here. Today's video is on how Andy Griffith got booed off stage over and over and over again because of a co-star from the Andy Griffith Show. The year was 1963. Jim Nabors had just joined the cast of the Andy Griffith Show at the very end of '62. Andy Griffith Show is the number 6 show in the country, according to Nielsen. Andy Griffith and Don Knotts had just invited the latest cast member of their sitcom, Jim Nabors, to join them on the road and play a date at the Harrah's Club in Lake Tahoe. Nabors had probably no more than 14 minutes of material tops, but he put on the ball cap that made him recognizable Gomer and jumped along for the ride. As Griffith tells the story during an interview with the Archive of American Television, even he didn't know what Nabors would do on stage. The way he and Don typically ran their show was let Andy open up with a little number, then a monologue. So the show started that way, just like usual. Then Knotts would come out and join Andy on stage, and they'd do a sketch together. After that, Knotts did a spot. Then Andy did a spot, and soon it came time for Nabors to add his special part to the show. So Andy asked him, "Do you want to tell a joke?" Nabors said he didn't know any jokes. So Andy asked, "Want to dance?" Nabors said no to that too. Finally, Andy said, "Do you want to sing?" Nabors said, "Yeah, I'll sing." Andy had never heard him sing a bar before, and neither had anyone in the crowd. So imagine how goosebumps raised when Nabors started singing. That boy started to sing, and you could feel the hair rising on everybody in the audience, Griffith said in the interview. And he only had 14 minutes of material. He'd just gotten into business. He was a business major in school. After that, the audience was done seeing stars in just Andy and Don. Griffith said, "I'd walk out on the stage and they'd boo me every night." While it's hard to imagine anyone booing Andy Griffith, we can certainly understand why audiences would want to hear more Nabors, who went on to begin a memorable singing career the very next year after he, of course, debuted his beautiful baritone on a 1964 episode of the Andy Griffith Show, The Songfesters. I still can't imagine Andy getting booed off stage, or Don for that matter. But I mean, at that time, man, Jim Nabors was, when he started singing, he was hot. I mean, he was really, people was wanting to see him. And he probably should have done a tour on his own. Made more money that way. But I found this fascinating. I hope you guys did too. Please don't forget about classic TV Facts and Trivia. It's on Raquel Welch and the Brady Bunch. You figure that one out. Go over there and watch it. And classic rock and country music Facts and Trivia. It's on famous musicians who were murdered. It's kind of interesting as well. Please don't forget to subscribe over there, and please like this video if you don't mind. Before we go, I wanted to touch on something from yesterday's video. I don't think a lot of people didn't understand. I don't think Frances Bobbier was being mean to Don Knotts at all. I don't think that she didn't like him. I don't think that. The way it read to me and the way I understood it was that's just, they worked together and they just weren't friends. I mean, there's a lot of people that do that. You know, it's just how it is, you know, and I'm sure not 5 words was a total exaggeration, you know that. But there's just some that's not sit-down pals, you know. I mean, just, so don't think bad of her, because I don't think that's what it was meant to state. That's what not what I meant to put out there. Just that, you know, they weren't the best of buddies. Anyway, that's all I got. Please check everything out that I asked you to. Please do what I said on this here liking thing. Please subscribe if you have not yet. And please have a great day. God bless. And Uncle Bob is a praying for you.